On our group Ironman, we are fresh off of completing 99 construction, obtaining arguably the best skill cape in the game. Now we return to agility, working our way to 99, as well as setting up other grinds for the future, such as mining with the prospector's outfit. Picking up another level here at the Motherlode Mine, level 74. We're still working on the nuggets we need to increase the sack size here, and then we'll be working on the prospector's outfit. Post skill of the week construction grind, we've been parked here at the Motherlode Mine. While I intended to do more agility, the last couple of days I've been more inclined to just chill here at the Motherlode Mine because it's so cozy, and honestly after grinding so hard for a full week, getting 299s, on top of potting hard mode top and perfect top CAs for a clanmate, I'm pretty tired right now, I gotta say. So the Motherlode Mine is nice and cozy, and with this batch, we should have enough nuggets. Let's go ahead and check the bank. Nuggets, 203. We have more than enough to speak to Prospector Percy here. And we're going to be unlocking the bigger sack, which costs 200 nuggets. This is going to be well worth it, as we still have to stick around for the full Prospector's outfit, as well as the coal bag and the gem bag. 75 mining. We can now mine ancient essence. I gotta tell you, I tried that one time. It is not worth it in the slightest. You're better off farming more muspa. Wow, I did not expect this level coming at all. I just clicked on the rock and I completely left my desk. I come back who knows how many minutes later. Level 76 mining. Another day at the Motherlode Mines. I decided I'm going to stay here until I'm entirely done with Motherlode Mine before I move back to other things. And I've been doing a lot of mobile, so as such I have 98 golden nuggets again after spending points for the bigger sack. So let's speak to Prospector Percy here. And with 98, let's see what we can actually purchase. The helmet's 40, the jacket is 60. I'll probably go for the jacket first then. Yeah, in this case, we can afford the jacket and the boots, so let's go ahead and do that. That is 2 collection logs as well. Very nice. Let's get back to mining. We're still going to be primarily focusing on agility, particularly when I'm actively playing the game. When I'm doing something else, trying to multitask or whatever, I'll head back to the Motherlode Mine to finish out our Prospector set, as well as the gem bag and coal bag. But as far as agility goes, we're sitting at 96 agility right now, with 300,000 and some change EXP to go to 97, and we're going to try to get that to 99 first. I mean, it's probably been a while now where I'm like, yeah, we got to get agility done, but you know, skill of the week came up, and you know, we also leveled some other skills up, but it's finally time to just focus down on the remaining EXP, which is actually another 2.7 million EXP to go or so. So hopefully we'll get that done relatively soon. Agility is just like thieving, one of those skills that aren't necessarily my favorite, so I would like to get it out the way, just so the rest of the maxing grind is a little bit better for me personally. The next skill I would like to get done soon-ish though is Slayer, and we're currently only sitting at 88. The first time around on my normal account, when I first maxed, I left Slayer for last, and in hindsight, that was a big mistake because I found myself burning out super hard on that account, going for 99 Slayer as the last skill. So on Wait For It, I actually left woodcutting, which is actually one of my favorite skills. I don't know, I think it's just a touch of nostalgia when it comes to that skill, because I used to do a lot of woodcutting back in like the mid-2000s and whatnot in this game. So on Wait For It, I left woodcutting for last, and that was really enjoyable. I'm not sure what order I'm going to be doing skills this time around on this account, but I'm definitely making a point to get the skills that I don't like as much out of the way first. So agility and then Slayer at some point. As far as things on Wait For It goes, we're still at the Blue Dragons, and to be honest, I haven't been doing this as much as I should. I've been doing a lot of bank standing or even not being logged in at all on this account, so I haven't been super active farming the Prairie EXP, and as such, we still have a ways to go, especially if we're doing Blessed Bone Shards. which we're currently at 9.4 million EXP banked. At this point though, I think if we solely did the Wilderness Altar, we do have enough bones banked, but I'm going to keep going so that the less time I spend in the wilderness, the better, to be honest. The sooner we get done with collecting all these bones, the sooner we can get to another grind on this account. I haven't done much on this account lately. You know, all the focus has been on 416 Hero on the road to max. And I did initially say I'd be doing whatever I wanted on this account, but obviously I had to collect prayer EXP. So yeah, here we are. But the sooner we're done with that, the sooner we can go find something else to do, until there might be something else that will require the assistance of this maxed account. But we'll just see what happens. And this is going to be 5,000 laps here at the RD rooftops. Oh, and that is 89 fletching. No new unlocks at this level. Late into night, currently working on lap 5,248. And at some point during this lap, maybe the end of it, we're going to be reaching level 97 agility. Pretty long animation as I'm hopping over the stalls here, but there we go. Finish out the lap, 97 agility. Brings us to a total level of 2,067 with just 2 levels to go, so 99. Many more hours though. Still missing 2 pieces of the Prospector outfit, but we're working towards it as we hit 77 mining. No new unlocks. Another day, another mining level. This one, level 78. We can now mine Infernal Shale, which is actually pretty huge. For those that don't know, that is for Oath Plate. Oath Plate armor is unique in the sense that you can actually craft it, so there's a little bit of RNG protection there. Most times, you're going to end up with 2 armor pieces, and then you can craft a third. After picking up that mining level, it's back onto the rooftops for today. We're currently 97 agility, and we are over 1 million EXP removed from 98. These 2 last levels are probably going to take over 40 hours. Less than that if I was truly super efficient, but I don't know how many people are ever going to play that way. And if they were, they would probably be doing Hallowed Sepulchre right now and not RD Rooftops. So here I am, getting in a little bit of fletching here and there, which is adding up. We're already on our way to 90 fletching, but we're definitely not going to be able to get through all these headless arrows and the broad arrows by the time we're 99. We're probably going to have to do some fletching during our runecrafting grind. While we continue to run these laps, I guess it's a perfect time to kind of explain what our future plans are. I mean, obviously the end goal is to max before raids 4, whether that happens or not, whatever, but that's our goal. Our immediate goal right now is 99 agility, obviously, and then we're likely gonna go around and pick up the various skilling outfits. So we've already been kind of working on the Prospector's outfit, in which we're only 2 pieces away now. Actually 10 nuggets, in fact. I currently have 80 nuggets in the bank, and the legs and the helmet combined are gonna cost me another 90 nuggets. We still will have to pick up the coal bag and the gem bag there though, so still a bit more motherlode mining to go. After that, to be honest, I might try to stick out with motherlode mining a bit more, but star mining is truly one of the most AFK things to do in the game, so I will likely be doing that for the bulk of the mining grind. But I won't be doing that immediately. Upon completion of the motherlode mine, green logging it, we're also going to be getting the Guardians of the Rift outfit, and ideally getting the 77 runecrafting along the way. I'm not really sure what's going to come first, 77 runecrafting or the outfit, but either way, we're going to get the outfit and hit 77, and then move to Zaya runecrafting. I'm definitely going to do runecrafting before mining, as Zaya runecrafting actually nets you a little bit of mining and crafting EXP, which is why I've left crafting at 90. It's not going to carry us all the way to 99, obviously, but it is a fair amount of both mining and crafting EXP, so I'm trying to be a little macro efficient on that. Just as we did working on fishing before finishing up agility, because barbarian fishing gave us a tiny bit of agility EXP. Another outfit that we're going to look to get is the forestry outfit or the lumberjack outfit. We're currently level 71 woodcutting, and More specifically, we're going to want the log basket from the forestry. What do you call it? Like, I guess forestry is like a subsection of woodcutting. We definitely want the log basket. It's not even so much the actual outfit. Another thing we're going to look to acquire sometime soon is in the herb lore skill. Again, it's not so much the outfit. That one's actually purely a cosmetic. It doesn't offer anything. But what we do want is the prescription goggles as well as the amulet, in which the name escapes me right now. But those things are very, very valuable in terms of herb lore and saving resources and whatnot. Between those herb lore prescription goggles and the amulet and the Guardians of the Rift outfit, those two things are probably the two best outfits or, just pieces of gear to get for skilling I can think of. I don't know if I'm leaving anything else out right now. I don't think so. That just about covers everything. I know there is a hunter outfit, but I just plan on doing birdhouses all the way, so that's kind of a non-factor there. But yeah, that's what we're going to look to do, and at some point, we are going to have to do a whole lot more questing, not only for just general content unlocks. Like, for example, we can't even do Tombs of a Masket right now, the third raid in the game, and we're 27 quests away from the quest cape, which is a very important thing to achieve for the Lumbridge Elite Diary. So lots of things ahead on top of just outright skilling, lots of things to do, and we'll have to figure out when the best time to do all these things is going to be. Today, I actually did a lot more agility than mining, but unfortunately not even that much agility either, as I spent most of my time doing Team Challenge Mode Chambers of Xerix on the other account. So the prayer gains aren't that big there either. And to make matters worse, we didn't even see a purple. But right now, late into the night, it's time to do some more motherlode mine, and it turns out we have 98 gold nuggets. I've been doing a lot of mining on mobile recently, just as we did with fishing on mobile, and turns out we have 98, and I think that's more than enough to get our remaining pieces, the legs, as well as the helmet. So that is 2 collection logs right there, and the full Prospector's set. Now there's just 2 remaining things to get, that being the coal bag, which is worth 100 nuggets, and the gem bag, which is also 100 nuggets. So that could be a while. Good news though is now we have bonus EXP from the Prospector's outfit, so mining gains are going to increase. We're currently level 78. Funny little thing, I still have Amy Saw in my offhand, even though we've been done with construction for a while now. I just never de-equipped it. Once again, that time for a birdhouse run, and we're finally getting another level. These are few and far in between, but 92 hunter, there we go. That puts us at 2070 total level. Behind the scenes, I've actually been doing a whole ton of raiding. Unfortunately, nothing to show for, but I can show you 90 fletching. I think this might be a pretty big milestone too, actually. Yep, dragon arrows and amethyst darts. That is actually massive. In the motherlode mines, we're picking up another mining level, 79 now. No new unlocks on that one, but we'll keep going. Now, I've been coming to the motherlode mine late at night, just because I think it's a chill activity to do, but it's actually a little bit annoying. During these hours, there's not too many people online here at the motherlode mine, and as such, I find myself constantly having to repair the wheel. When there's more people online, it's kind of a group effort thing. Occasionally you might have to go do it, but it just seems like I'm constantly having to go do that when there's only like just me or like 1 or 2 other people here. So yeah, maybe I'm going to go back to the rooftops at night. We're still 524k EXP away from 98. And then what is it? Like another 1.2 mil or so from 98 to 99. So that's a lot of hours left at the RD rooftop course. Checking in at the motherlode mine with 104 nuggets. So we're going to be able to pick up either the coal bag or the gem bag. There are 100 nuggets each respectively. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the gem bag first. So there we have it. Another collection log, 152 on this account now. Now, to be honest, I'm very, very tempted to go ahead and leave the motherlode mine now, because to be honest, at this point, the coal bag, we don't have too much use for it. We already did our smithing grind, but maybe some point down in the future of this account, we may require a cold bag, and we would wish we got one. So I feel like if I don't go ahead and grind out the cold bag now, I might not ever end up getting it. So after purchasing the gem bag, we actually have 4 nuggets left over, so another 96 to go. And with that being said, let's keep mining. After we do claim the coal bag though, we're going to be training mining through different means. A new idea has sprung up. A clanmate has suggested to me to do calcified rocks for mining, which will also give us a little bit of prayer EXP. So that is something to consider as well as to how many bones we need to be collecting right now. It is that time of the week to do Tears of Guthix again. Currently we are 45 sailing, and that is most definitely our lowest skill, just below 50 defense. So let's see if we can pick up a level or 2 from this. Oh wow, this is going to be a new PB. Previous one 206, this time around 208, and we're going to get 1 full sailing level, almost to 47 actually, and that's going to put us at a total level of 2073. Well, we're going to have to wait another week for Tears of Guthix. We can definitely still do it as long as we're under 50 defense. We are moving away from 50 defense soon, but not quite yet. Now let's head back to the Arty rooftop. So clearly most of my attention has been placed on 416 Hero while we're skilling to max. On this account, however, we've been farming bones, and well, to be honest, sometimes I just don't feel like farming the bones. It's not exactly the most interesting thing in the game to do, especially having done it one time already and doing it all over again. So I find myself standing around doing nothing on this account, racking up playtime, except not actually playing on the account. So now that I'm kind of more aware of that, I'm trying to keep myself busy. As an Ironman, there's always stuff to do, and I'm going to prep for herblore in the future, or just herblore in general. Not that I'm in short supply of brews right now, but I'm going to convert these nests, these birds' nests, into crush nests so that I can convert them into Ceradomin brews. It's going to be good it's going to be good herblore EXP for 416 Hero, and it's going to be a good resupply of potions in general, and just keeps this account doing something rather than nothing. Over on 416 Hero, I know my initial goals were to get to 99 agility as soon as possible, and that's actually still happening, but ever since I moved over to the Motherlode mine to start, doing the collection logs over there, it's very, very tempting to just sit in there permanently and not do anything else. But I'm trying to make the most of these agility laps right now, and we're actually very close to 98. I mean, just one more level to go, we're almost there. Let's just ignore the fact that 98 to 99 is like 1.2 mil EXP or something like that. Ooh, a genie. We're going to go ahead and put this EXP lamp into Slayer as we've always done. And let's keep going. As far as fletching goes, well, you can take a look at my inventory. We got another 737,000 headless arrows to get through. And safe to say, we're not going to get done with it in the midst of this agility grind. And speaking of the agility grind, we're currently working on lap 6,500. I think it's been a while since I updated you guys on the lap count, but very conveniently enough, we're ending off on a nice clean number to reach the milestone of level 98 agility. There we have it. One more level to go, and we're now at a total level of 2074. When we officially began the maxing journey on this account, I didn't really have a clear-cut plan. And certainly doing one skill at a time wasn't really in the cards or on my mind specifically, but it kind of worked out that way with a lot of the skills. Before we decided to max, I was just AFK cooking away to 99. We also worked on 99 thieving, as it was also just like a second account background activity that was really easy to do by means of Varamore thieving. And then construction, we jumped from 70 to 99 because, well, it kind of just worked out that way with skill of the week and it being a very quick skill. And smithing, okay, we did kind of go out of our way for that. We easily could have stopped at 91 before we began our agility grind, but we just went all the way to 99. I'm saying this because, well, I never had any intentions of doing one skill at a time. And another thing I said before is that the important thing, or one of the important things on the road to max, is just always to be doing something. So with that said, I think from this point on, it's going to be a little more sporadic. Hard to say. I might just end up doing another skill all the way to 99 again. Prayer, as we know, we've been working on. We could easily jump to 99 as long as I have all of that banked. And it's similar to construction where it's going to be incredibly quick. But the remaining skills here, sailing, wood cutting, mining, even the combat stats like attack and defense, in combination with Slayer, just all these other skills, I think it's going to be a little bit more sporadic. Managed about 330k agility EXP today, so had to do some mining as well. We hit 80 mining, and that is going to unlock, what does that give us actually? Oh, of course, the shooting stars. We can now do the T8 stars. And that also puts us at 2075 total. Nice little milestone there. It seems a bit random that I'm doing an herb and limp root run right now, but I've been doing a fair bit of chambers, and this is an update from quite some time ago now, but they changed the drop table on the Chambers of Xerix drop table from solely herbs to herbs and seeds. And honestly, I think it's more seeds than herbs these days, so kind of makes you go on a farm run. I suppose that's a good thing, actually. Day on the RD rooftop courses, hopefully only a few more days, because by now we are 955,000 EXP away from 99. Now currently I'm playing from seemingly the International Space Station with the top-down view like this, and I don't do this often. Honestly, it's a little bit strange, but whenever I'm playing on multiple accounts, it's actually a little bit easier to play like this while playing on the other account. I can just easily click, I don't know. 91 fletching. To nobody's surprise, I'm still at the RD rooftops right now, and we got another 639k EXP remaining till 99. And in terms of mining, we are still at the Motherlode mine, or we need to go back anyways for the coal bag. I think we need another 30 or so gold nuggets, and then we'll be mining elsewhere, probably calcified rocks as I discussed earlier. But nevertheless, while I'm doing agility here, let me overlay some clips of me doing some raids on the maxed account. We've been doing a lot of Theater of Blood and a lot of chambers, challenge mode and regular alike with clanmates and solo, just to fill the time. Yes, while I am focused on raiding and trying to do agility in the background, my agility EXP rates do take a hit. I think it's well worth it because at this point in time, the motivation, or I don't know, maybe motivation is not the right word, but the ability to just focus and get efficient agility rates, it's not that great right now. So in a weird way, like preoccupying myself with doing raids, which is a little bit more fun and enjoyable, has helped me continue to gain agility EXP. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. I've said this before and I'll say it again, the road to max is a long and sometimes boring grind, and I feel like we're definitely in that stage of a little bit of boredom right now. We're trying to finish out agility as quickly as possible, and we're looking ahead to do Slayer. Now personally, I'm not looking forward to Slayer really, and it's something I want to get out of the way done as soon as possible. I feel like when it comes to the skill Slayer, there's two types of people. The people that absolutely love the skill and quite frankly they spend all day every day doing Slayer, and then there's the exact opposite where they're just not so much of a fan of Slayer, and I fall into that second group of people. Not a huge fan of Slayer, but I am looking to get it done, get to 99. And safe to say, you know, with us struggling to get to the finish line on agility right now and then looking to do Slayer next, it's going to be a bit of a rough stretch, I think. Another day and we just have 11 more nuggets to acquire here at the Motherlode mine before we can acquire the coal bag and be done with Motherlode mine completely. So really can't wait for that. And in terms of agility, well, the finish line is in sight, although still a ways away, naturally because agility is quite slow, but we're nearing the finish line for both our goals here, so I'm pretty happy about that. We're clearing out the sack for, I think, one final time, because let's go ahead and check the bank here. Let's search for some gold nuggets. We have 101, and if we trade Prospector Percy here, the last remaining thing we need out of this nugget shop is the coal bag. And there we have it. That is our 153rd collection log. Coal bag acquired, gem bag sitting in our inventory. Obviously, we're wearing the full prospector's outfit, and we even have everything else unlocked, unless for some reason the soft clay pack and the bag full of gems are collection logs, but even if they were so, I currently don't care for them too much. Let's head back to the agility rooftops and finish out agility there. Under 500k EXP to go now. And just as we've done the last couple of days, while I was doing agility, I potted some raids, and the theme today was Theater of Blood and Hard Mode Theater of Blood. We did manage to pull a purple, well, not me specifically, but the team did, so I get a nice little split from that. And it was nice to do some Hard Mode Tob again, because actually it's been a little while since I've done those. A little interesting thing about our top KC was we had intentionally left ourselves at exactly 1000 KC for the longest time, leaving room to do only hard mode Tob up to 1000 so that we would get the Tob 2000 in KC cape, having a clean 1000 in both regular and hard mode. Well, that plan is out the window. I'm now well over 1000 KC in regular mode, and that's because I started doing some combat achievements with some clanmates. And you know what? That's okay. Now I can just pot regular and hard mode Tob alike more freely until we're up to 2000. We're currently, I don't know, about 250 or so give or take KC away. So, I mean, I would say it's going to come sooner than later, but we've definitely slowed down on the amount of Tob we've been doing. Fresh out of a Theater of Blood session, unfortunately, no purples. But this is going to be our final lap here at the Arty Rooftop course. Picked up that Marks of Grace, now I'm falling behind some other people here. But with just 400 or so EXP to go, we're going to finish out the lap, and we should be hitting 99 agility. 7,882 laps here at the Arty Rooftop course, and there we have it. What a long grind this was. I feel like we ended up doing so many other things while trying to go for 99 agility. We had a lot of side missions, a lot of side 99s. Like we got 99 construction, 99 smithing, things of that nature. But yeah, we can go ahead and pick up our skill cape now. I haven't picked up the agility cape yet. That was probably something I should have did right away. Instead, I continued skilling. We're on the mining right now, and we're also done with Motherlode Mine on top of getting 99 agility recently, so a lot of progress there. But we're currently star mining because we want to get the Celestial Ring. Is that what it's called? You know, the mining ring. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I want to get that, and then we're going to have to do Perilous Moons on this account. That's right, we haven't done the quest to get Perilous Moons, or to do Perilous Moons, so we're going to have to do that. And that's going to unlock the Camtorum area, if I'm not mistaken, which also offers the Bone Shard mining that I've mentioned a few times before. But right now, I'm just going to look to chill out for a little bit because it was a big day of tobbing and a big day of agility gains, and we'll be continuing the maxing grind shortly. I mean, I'm still making progress right now, but obviously star mining is very laid back. Alright, with the end of the agility grind, we really gotta properly close it out. But first, a birdhouse run, can never not do these. We've been doing so many birdhouse runs, we're now just under halfway there to level 93 hunter. Pretty good progress, considering that, you know, this is something we only do every 50 minutes or so. And we've still been fletching as much as we can, not all the time though, as I started slacking off on that, and when I was multitasking like doing Theater of Blood, I certainly wasn't fletching and doing agility in the middle of a Tob run. Still doing the laps, albeit a little bit inefficiently. So with fletching, we are now 91 fletching, and we're actually pretty close to 92. It won't be long before then. And we've made our way to Brimhaven because this is where we're going to pick up the 99 agility cape. With the Parrot, I believe, the Brimhaven agility course. I never personally did this beyond doing like a quick run here for like a diary task or something. But here we go. Captain Izzy Nobeard. We talked to her, I don't know. But we ask about the skill cape. And I think, maybe this time we don't actually talk to the Parrot. But there we go. We have the cape. And for those interested, there is a unique blue color variant of Graceful here that you could pick up if that's something that interests you. But there we have it, the agility cape. And one final thing, let's hit the bank. How many marks of grace do we have? 3,649. That is going to be so many staminas for us. Good Herblore EXP once we convert these into the... What are they called? Something crystals. Amylase? Yeah, let's go with that.